Hello.
Hi.
Welcome to Two Tangled Skeins. I'm Sue, also known as Crafty Knitter 7. Today we are December 19th. This is episode 140. I would like to welcome any new and returning viewers.
I'm Lynne, also known as Toll Baby, and Sue apparently does not appreciate my artistic stylings.
The backdrop is a little bare.
So I had this scrap that I just finished, and I just put it there, and she's like, no. So you can find us on, I was going to say iTunes again. You can find us on Twitter. Maybe eventually you'll be able to find us on iTunes. And Twitter and
our blog.
No, what's the other thing I usually say with Twitter? Oh, look at you. Twitter and YouTube as Two Tangled. It was YouTube, I was forgetting. It's been a long day already. We have a Facebook group that you can come and join. We also have our Ravelry group where there are lots of fun and prizes. And our blog is twotangledskeins.com. So come on over. Did I do that okay, Mom?
You did.
Okay.
So.
Yeah.
Foes. You've got a parade of them. I'll let you go first.
I actually just finished one like a couple minutes ago.
We're recording half an hour late, so she could finish.
Well, we did.
Ish.
I could have finished it while recording, but...
And we were chatting, so... You know.
I'm just trying to get past the decrease and I can't do it.
Do you need me to show my foe?
Sure, go ahead.
Okay.
Have fun. Then you can wrap it.
Yes. Because I finished it last night, wrapped it, and went, oh, when I was doing show notes. So, I'm not going to say it too loud because hubby's out there.
He's probably got his ear pressed to the door.
It's finished. It's his quirky hat of the year. Basically, these are nylon patches that I ironed on, and then I just used thread to make the X's. This is the fish hat. So it's called Fish Hat Dead or Alive by Selma Egberts. It's out of miscellaneous colors of Patton's North America Classic Wool Merino. So there's two teal, which is...
The dark one.
No. Yes.
Peacock
is the blue. Two teal is the dark one, and the white is called Aran. It's on 4.5 millimeter needles, which is a US 7. So,
put it on.
Oh, it's going to be tight on his head, but it's not been blocked. Am I rocking the fish hat? No? Should I leave it on?
If you want. Derp face will definitely belong to you this week.
So, what'd you finish?
I finished all kinds of things. Sorry, now I'm all tangled in my end. I'm not having a very good knitting day. Since last weekend, I finished the mittens that match the Muppet fur hat. Debbie called it Muppet pelt last night. That's pretty much what it is. So this matches the hat that I can't put the mittens on to show you because they're children's size and they don't fit on my hands. So these are Spiral Mittens by Katie Chase out of James C. Brett Fusion Chunky. And it is a boucle with really, really weird colored tweed. Not fun to crochet with. I'm sure it would be much better for knitting, but really, really not fun to crochet with because you can't tell where the stitches are.
Where are your stitches at?
Don't make me slap your fish, lady.
No.
No! That was not dirty.
Nope.
Tanya, back me up here. That was not dirty. So that's the first pair of mittens. Because I'm trying to make matching sets for the 20... I don't know if it's going to be the 25,000 Toques or the Welcome Box group that I give them to, because...
So, why don't you tell the viewers, like, how long you're going to wait to crochet again?
A couple of days, just because my...
She has an indent on her finger.
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of permanent.
Well, yeah, that's the yarn. It's not this yarn. The other yarn I was using has actually left a groove on my finger from the friction where it was passing over. No, I'm not going to crochet for a few days because my hand is cramping up. And Crystal, for the record, this arm, ow.
Baby ow.
Because this is the arm that he fell asleep on, and this is the arm that I was using to hold him to feed him, and yeah, this arm really hurts today. It got a good workout yesterday. I was babysitting for Crystal. So yeah, that's the spiral mitts to match the hat I did last weekend. And it is the F5 colorway, because they're super creative over there. And it's an H hook that I used, which is 5mm. So that's my first faux. Then I made another hat. Take that one off, put this one on. You don't have to. But now that you have hat hair, you know. So that's the second hat. I see your color and everything.
I might not take it off.
Yes, you will.
Maybe.
So that is the Better Late Than Never Beanies by Kathy North. It was made out of Sayal, which I couldn't figure out how to word this because I don't know who the manufacturer was, but it was branded according to the store it was sold in. You had Eaton Sayal, you had Zeller Sayal, you had Sears Sayal.
Oh.
So it was the standard crappy acrylic yarn from the 60s and 70s. My mother has a big bin of it in the basement that she keeps trying to get me to take. And it's in green. On a size I.
It's my color green.
Yes, which is a 5.5mm hook. This is a size medium. The pattern comes in 3 sizes, small, medium, and large.
It's loose enough that it doesn't kill my ponytail.
Yeah, and it's meant to be long enough to cover your ears. It covers mine. It doesn't cover hers, but she's got her hair tied up.
Well, I'm sorry, but it'll cover my ears with my hair down, and why wear a hat if it doesn't cover your ears?
Well, that's the thing. The way the pattern is written, there's a certain number of rows. I made it longer because it didn't cover my ears. We live in Canada. It gets cold. You gotta cover your ears. So that was the second faux. Then I made the matching pair of mittens. Again, the spiral mittens.
Because, you know.
They fit. They're tight. But they're supposed to be.
They're nice, though.
Yeah, they fit. So, these are the mittens.
Do the Muppets.
That's okay. I was thinking of doing something on camera that we can't do on a family show. Do the Muppets. No, these are the Muppets. This is Muppet fur.
Oh, hey. Hi.
So this is, again, out of the Sears Sayal in green. This is a size H hook, 5mm. The hat's designed with 5.5mm. The mittens were designed with 5mm, so I have to switch hooks between projects. What you do? Oh, there it is. So that's faux number 3. And I had to finish the mitten because they're not coming back after Christmas. When I go home today, these are being bagged up into Ziploc bags to go to the drop-off point. So I left the best for last. I'd say drum roll, please, but we don't have anything to bang on other than the microphone. So, yes. I didn't want to do that close to the microphone.
Oh, well. Sucks to be you.
Rob's socks got finished.
I love the blue.
I know. It's not as bright as it's appearing on camera. It's a navy blue.
Yeah.
But it does show up really bright. It shows up the same color as the wall.
Yeah.
It's a lot darker than the wall. You can see there. It's a lot darker.
Yeah. It's just
but,
the light.
Yeah. So these are Rob's black socks of doom. And it's never happening again. I'd love them, but it's never happening again.
So this is probably the darkest color you would knit for him.
Yeah. As long as it's not black, because I could not knit these in a lot of places.
There's a reason that when I was knitting my son's size 10 and a half men's.
Oh, these are 10 men's.
I got to about here.
On the first sock.
Like here. And I'm like, Carrie, finish these. I'm going to stab myself. And I don't even know where those socks are now. They're in his room somewhere. Yeah. I did see them when we changed rooms, so.
My son actually asked me, he says, Mom, how much do you love me? I said, why? He says, well, what would it take for you to consider knitting me another pair of socks? Because he loves his accidental socks. He got a pair of Juliana's that I knit for myself and turned out to be too big. So I gave them to him, and He loves them. He wears them all the time. That's the problem. He says, Mom, I want to wear them every day, but I'm going to ruin them. Please. So he may get another pair of socks this year. I don't know. So this
year
is...
or next year?
2016.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm already in next year time. So this is a basic 2x2 rib sock. They're ribbed all the way down the foot on the top. Well, to the toe anyway. I didn't continue the ribbing into the blue. But I didn't have enough of the black to finish the socks, so that's why the toes are blue. And it is a basic 2x2 rib based on the sock recipe, A Good Plain Sock by Stephanie Pearl McPhee. I keep looking down on the page and I have no idea what's actually written down. Okay. The black is Cascade Heritage. The blue is Cascade Heritage Silk. And I did them on size 1.5, which is a 2.5 millimeter needle. And those are his birthday present. He knows they're finished. He's very happy. So he's super thrilled he has new socks.
Do they have snow?
Yes. They get snow. Ow. My bicep hurts.
First world problems.
Yeah. I spent too much time snuggling with an adorable baby yesterday, and now my arm hurts. Crystal texted me this morning. She says, I don't know what you did to my kid, but he slept from 7 o'clock till 6 the next morning. He's never done that before. I don't know, but I'll take credit for it, sure.
She's the baby whisperer.
I did tell her that it's a thing passed down through my family. One person in every generation is the baby whisperer. Before me, it was my Uncle Mike. And my son is also very, very good with babies. So yeah. It's a thing. People pass me their babies. The babies go to sleep.
You're very calming.
I don't know, I guess. I did sing to him a lot yesterday. He seemed to enjoy that. It was kind of funny because I introduced him to the Muppets too. The Muppet movie was on TV and he really enjoyed that. So those are my foes. Shall I do my whip?
3 and a bit, right?
Yeah. 3 months.
Yeah, because he was born on September 8th.
So 3.5 months.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I'll go into my whip because she's mid-row.
Mm-hmm.
I only added 3 squares to my blanket this week.
Slacker.
Yep. I was busy finishing socks. I literally knit on nothing else for 3 days.
His socks?
Almost 4 days. Yeah.
To get them done.
So I wanted to finish his socks. I'm trying to finish everything by the 31st because we have winter camp starting January 1st and I want to cast on all the things.
Well, you can cast on all the things at 7 p.m.
On
December 31st.
I can't do anything on December 31st. We're having people over.
Oh.
It's Rob's birthday and he's throwing himself a birthday party.
Oh,
so
well.
I can't cast anything on New Year's Eve. I have to wait till the 1st.
And why do you have to wait? You knit. Who cares what people think?
Because I'm the hostess and I'm going to be preparing food and stuff. Oh. And yeah. Anyway, we'll see. I don't plan on doing a lot of knitting in Chicago anyway. I do have a 14-hour train ride home on the 2nd. So I may be doing all the knitting on the train. But I may only cast one thing on in Chicago to knit on the way home.
Yeah.
And then I'll cast all the things on when I get home on the 3rd, which is a Sunday. So I will have time to knit all the things.
Yeah.
So this square, this orangey, this one, as I'm pointing at the purple one too. This orange and brown one here is, you may recognize this. This is a mini that you guys would have seen last weekend when Selma was here. These are her socks. This is the...
Oh.
Yeah, it's... So why am I looking at that? I have it written down in here, and I'm looking at the show notes. Mm-hmm. This is Opal Little Prince.
Oh, the socks for her friend.
Yeah. In a colorway I can't pronounce. It's in German, and it's a very long word. Und der...
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
We'll link it.
Laternans... something. I can't pronounce the last word either. So this is Opal, and it is the socks that Selma showed as a faux last weekend. This is another one of Selma's minis. I'll see if I can get it to sparkle a bit. No, it's not cooperating. This would be the mini from her featherweight sweater. This is Bittersweet Woolery Stardust, and she didn't put the colorway in her project page, so I'm not sure what the colorway is. But this is the Bittersweet, and the black is the Cascade Heritage from the Black Socks. So those are the 3 squares I've added. And that's my only whip, because I didn't touch the blanket square at all this week. I didn't have time. I was trying to finish the socks, so this week the concentration is going to be on the blanket square. The big blanket square, not the little teeny one. And that is all I am touching until I can cast new stuff on in the new year. And if I finish that, I'm going to work on this. That's it. I'm not starting anything else, because that's all I have on the needles. I know. What happened to the sweater? Shall I tell what happened to the sweater? I didn't read the pattern very well. And that sweater is designed for super bulky yarn, not bulky. So it was giving me, on size 13 needles, it was giving me a very light, airy fabric, and that is not at all what I want in a sweater. I want a nice, thick, chunky, comfy thing. So, because I got home, and I was going to start working on it again, and I was like, I really don't like the drape on this fabric. I don't, it was way too flowy, and it wasn't nice, warm sweater fabric.
It wasn't something you were to cuddle up in. Kind of thing. Yeah.
So I went back to the pattern and I looked at it again and I was like, super bulky. Oh.
You saw bulky and went, go.
So that sweater is being frogged. And I will be casting on a Mama Vertebrae in the new year with that yarn. Which Jen, who is Storm Coast and the Uncreative Crafter podcast, gifted me last night. So thank you very much, Jen. She said it was a belated birthday present.
Sweet.
So I got the Mama Vertebrae pattern last night. So that's the only thing I'm working on.
All right.
You've got some things on the go.
I have a couple things on the go. I just picked up my blanket just before the podcast. So I want to finish this square. So basically the same pattern.
Oh yeah, I didn't go through that. Sorry.
Go ahead.
Mine's based on the knitted patchwork recipe by Martine Ellis and the memory blanket by Georgie Halam on size 2 needles, which is 2.75 millimeters.
Yeah, and mine is the one by Martina Ellis on 2.5 millimeters, which is a US 1.5. So, I'm on my 5th one. What else do I have? I'm trying to finish this project for my daughter for Christmas. She knows they're on the needles because these are my gummy bear, which I decided, and I just ripped the needle out of them. Oh well. Which I decided I don't like. So these are the gummy bear by Felici. It's on 2.5 millimeters, which is a US 1.5. And she tried them on. Normally I knit her socks on a 2.75, but she tried them on and they fit like store-bought socks. And she was like, ooh, I like this. So I might just keep doing hers on 2.5s. And sorry. Oh, the heel I'm doing. I'm trying the Fish Lips Kiss heel, so there's a reason why they're both on separate needles until I can get them back to working in the round. So that is that. And that is Living in a Bag from Andrea, who is the Cat Lady podcast. It's a nice green inside. He's pretty.
She makes such pretty bags.
She does, and she might be opening an Etsy shop.
Yeah, we've been trying to convince her.
Oh, she's talked about it on the last podcast.
I didn't watch the last podcast.
Well,
I'm not there yet.
And what I have in here is, which is no longer a mystery cow, but it was the mystery cow, and I don't even know. Yeah, there's no pictures.
Sadly, you didn't get it for a while because it got to Rob's right after Canadian Thanksgiving. Right after he was here, so.
So this is Marinade Designs Walking Dead Mystery Cow by Kristen Ashbaugh Helmrich. I mean, it just has a picture of the Walking Dead on it. Rick. And if you watch the episode that Lynn gave me this yarn in, you'll see that I kind of maybe sorta was a little.
She almost broke the couch.
Yes, I was a little excited. This is Lorna's Laces. Lorna's Laces. Shepherd sock, 80% superwash merino, 20% nylon, 430 yards, and this is the camouflage colorway. Isn't it gorgeous? Now, I've cast on the shawl twice because I goofed the first time. So when I say we, it's we. Like, that's all I have. But it's on the needles. And this is living in a bag that I made for myself. Because look at the inside.
I love the outside fabric. It's really pretty.
Yeah, I think I have a little bit left of that. Oh, isn't this the one you suggested I buy when we went to the fabric land?
Yep.
Yeah. So
the new one in Orleans just opened, by the way.
Hmm.
We may have to do a little excursion.
Blanket. What else do I have on there? Socks. Yeah, that's it.
Well, yeah, because we're trying to finish everything up before camp.
Yep. Speaking of camp.
Yep.
If you don't know about it, you've been living under a rock.
And not watching any podcasts, because there are several of us involved.
There are 7 podcasters involved in winter camp, and it is being run by Sarah, who is the Canadian Knitter podcast, and she's True Canuck Girl on Ravelry, and it's called Winter Camp 2016. There's a special group in Ravelry just for camp. There are 8 cabins.
There's a link to the group in our...
Yeah, if you go into our Ravelry
our
group,
winter camp thread.
There's a winter camp thread, and it will pop you on over there. Sign-ups close tomorrow.
So get moving.
So you need to sign up before tomorrow. And what else do we want to say about it?
Go Team Ermine.
She's Team Ermine. I'm Team Arctic Fox, and it's all winter-themed animals. And if you want to see the prizes that are being given away, there's a prize thread, and oh Lord, there are a lot. Have you been in there lately?
Yeah.
There's a lot of prizes. What's the matter?
I didn't get a stitch around properly, and now I'm trying to pick it up, and I'm not having much luck with it. Oh, I think I'm gonna have to rip the square out and start over.
Okay. All right. So, winter camp, that's done. Also in our group is the 2016 mini skein swap, which is going to run all year long. There's going to be 4 throughout the year. There's no sign-ups. Sorry. How do I say that? There are sign-ups because I have to pair people with other people. So you have until the end of the year. I'm sorry, I'm thinking like my brain is fried.
You have to answer the survey questions in the thread in order to participate. If you don't answer the questions, we can't sign you up.
Yeah.
Because we need the answers to those questions in order to choose the right sign-up partner.
And say it starts and we send out the first batch at the end of January, which is planned. And you pipe in after that. Well, as long as there's 2 people that I can match, then you can join.
Yep.
So as long as there's 2 people, you can join throughout the year. All right, wind a mini on air. Thanks, Lynn.
I'm up to 20 across, by the way. I've almost got a full row.
So people are asking how to wind these tiny little skeins. So I wound one, and I'm going to wind another one on air. So basically make sure your ball, like I put it in a ball, is 5 grams, because that's going to be the size needed. Somebody said she was going to wrap them around something, but keep them flat so that they fit in an envelope better. So basically this is 10 inches tall. This is what I use to wrap mine. And you just basically wrap it all the way around. Normally Lynn's holding my ball.
They don't need to know that.
Yeah, so you just keep on wrapping. Sorry.
Ouch.
And then it's just... Okay. Then you take it off. Make sure you don't
Drop any of
it. Because they can really see this, can't they? And then basically hold one side and take your finger and just wind and wind until it's almost winding onto itself. And then you take one end and
put it
one
end through the middle of the other end.
And you have a mini skein.
And that's it.
Pretty simple. Stash.
I have no stash.
I have stash. I got a really good deal Thank you, Tanya. She linked this half price for sets of 50 DMC colors for cross stitching. And so I'm like, oh, it's a really great deal. Yeah, not so much so when I got dinged with like $40 of brokerage
Customs,
fees.
yeah.
So these are all my colors. They're separated into numbers. Like I literally have 5 bags.
Have fun winding all that on bobbins.
I'm only going to wind them when I need to. So I got all those. What I didn't know was I got 3 of these 14 count Aida fabric, which was kind of cool. And then these, which are floss holders, which I had never heard of before.
Yeah, I tried them. I didn't like them.
I didn't really like it. And I also got, it's over there, it's to wind the bobbins. It's a little bobbin winder.
I never
really... I tried it. It's okay.
It's just as fast to do it yourself.
Yeah. The other thing I got in the mail, I didn't receive my granted yarn wish yet. It's on its way. But this is from Fiber Stash, who is Christy, and she's friends with Storm Coast.
So I realized I was sitting way far forward.
I won a mini of her Frankenstein.
What am I saying? I have a mini of that.
Yeah, well, those were bigger skeins that she did a draw for.
So I have a mini of that for my blanket. Jen gave it to me.
Fiber Stash Dye Works, and she... New Hampshire. Yeah.
Yes.
So... That's right, the glare, that's her card. And she sent something to give away, and I had picked a skein. And this is the skein that I had picked, which is called Lady Mary. It's got speckles. Hand it over.
Don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, hand it over. And she sent this. And when I saw this...
I don't know if I love you guys that much.
I squeed and asked her if I could keep this one and give this one away. So, Lady Mary is going to be given away in the new year. They're pretty. Superwash merino. What does nylon NEPS mean?
The
specs.
Yeah.
The tweed.
The tweed part. Neps.
Oh, neps. This one has neps too, but I didn't even realize it.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, see? So they are superwash merino, 85% superwash merino, 15% nylon neps, 438 yards for 100 grams. So, that.
Oh my god, what's that? Blink. She's too wise to my tricks now.
And I got a crap ton of patterns. Well, I bought a crap ton of patterns. Save this one for last because we'll segue. So, Tin Can Knits is doing 12 Days of Christmas. Every day it's a different free pattern.
Yep.
So far we've gotten 6. So I just printed out the first page of every pattern so I could show you. So those are the antler mitts. This is the seawall socks.
I love those.
They are honeycomb mitts, which is a little bit of a dark picture, but I hope you can see it.
Oh yeah.
Honeycomb mitts.
Quite nicely.
The hipster hat. I mean, I already have a ton of Tin Can Knits patterns, but I was just like, gotta have them. The mucklucks.
Those are cute.
They go all the way up to adult. No.
Yeah.
Baby.
All the adult, small, medium, and large.
Wow. It's a really
most
tiny
of her
pattern,
patterns.
But the mucklucks.
They're little slipper type
And this
things.
is the Sitka Spruce.
I think I missed that one.
Hats and mitts. This was today's. This is
Oh,
today's.
then no, I don't have that one yet.
Yeah, this is today's.
Sorry.
Which I really like.
I saw it. I was on my phone, and I was like, I'm not going to download it onto my phone.
And I'm not sure if I showed this, but who bought me this? I think Amanda, little panda 518, bought me this. But this is the Torrin Gable. And this is the shawl that I'm going to knit out of the Solar Flare, bright orange and bright green from Bittersweet. Then I got Ocean City Shawlette by Nancy Whitman for Wit Knits.
Yeah, she had a giveaway. She had a coupon code that you could choose your choice of any of her patterns.
Yeah.
I got something different, but...
Yeah. Then I bought 3 patterns from Martina Beam. I bought Fractal Danger, which is what I'm going to knit my Fiber Optics Gradient Orange out of. And I figured while I'm doing it, if you buy 3, you get a discount. So I bought Braids Made, and then Buds and Bumbles, which I really, really like. And then I got links to 2 more patterns this morning. This one was a free one with a code. It's called, how do you say that? Ochiba? Okiba?
Ochiba or Okiba.
So it's...
Which is means falling leaves, apparently.
So there's
I'm
that.
not sure in what language, but...
And then Mina Philippe just published a sock pattern. This way, that way socks. And if you... There's a code you can use. I forget what the code was to get it for $1. So those are them. I have some patterns.
Sorry.
And then I have one last pattern, but it's going to segue into a giveaway. Go ahead.
Our friend Juliana recently released her first published pattern. This is called the Galaxy Hat. I love it.
Gorgeous.
And it's even better. It was designed for her MCN worsted.
Mm-hmm. I love it. So I bought a few people the hat and myself the hat, and she was like, "Oh my God, thank you."
She bought it for me.
Yeah. And then I asked her if she would like to give away a copy, and she's like, "Sure."
So the one on the cover is the one color, the single color version.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the 2 color version.
That's really nice.
It's really pretty.
Mm-hmm. So basically we are going to take the member list. Scoot that over there. I'm trying to blow it up, but I can't.
Where's your pen?
My pen, I have one in here.
Yeah, no. Thank you.
All right. So the member list. Oops.
Take the minis off the mouse pad.
Random.org. Yeah, we need to blow that up.
Okay. Why am I having so much trouble with this? I know how to do this.
Sorry. So member list is going to be 2, and we're like in the 1350s, I think. That should be good.
Okay, what's the number? Oh, I'm sorry.
No.
You want the total. Duh. 1362.
So 2 to 1362.
Yep.
Oops, that's not a 2, that's a 3.
And if it's one of us, obviously we'll choose again.
So 2 to 1362. 1143.
So 1143 is Aetara. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right.
Mm-hmm.
Aetara,
Mm-hmm.
which is Jean. I don't have a keyboard. Okay.
You need a keyboard?
No, because I don't need anything else, do I?
No.
So, Jean, you have won the pattern. Yay!
I will let Juliana know, and she will gift you the pattern. So congratulations. Random draws.
Right, write it down. There we go.
Good.
You can have your pen back.
Okay. And the only other thing we have are coupon codes. I have a coupon code for my shop, the Tangled Skeins CA, which is 20% off until I decide to stop it, which is Tangled Friends 20, all capital letters.
Laura of The Fawn and the Fox on Etsy has a coupon code for 20% off until December 31st. It's all caps, all spelled out, 2 Tangled Skeins.
Rachel's, who is Sweet Knits 1997 on Ravelry and the owner of Night Owl Fibers on Etsy, has a code for 10% off until December 31st, and it's the number 2 and the word tangled.
And she just came out with 4 new colorways for self-striping yarn. You need to go check her out.
I haven't looked lately, and I will wait after.
She announced them on Facebook, and I was like, oh, they're so pretty.
I got the Christmas color. I'm happy.
Carrie Lynn, who is Freckled Whimsy on Etsy and on Ravelry, has a coupon code for 15% off until December 31st. Spelled out Tangled 15.
Victoria Blue on Ravelry has given us a coupon code for her 12th Arrow cowl, which will give you the pattern for $1, and the code is DSP Downseller Studios, which is DSC.
No. DCS.
DCS.
Pigskin 1.
This will all be in the
And
show
it's
notes.
until February 8th, 2016. It's until the end of the Pigskin Party knit along, which is on Boston Jen's group, Downseller Studio podcast.
Yeah.
Darlene, who is Bags by Awesome Granny. She's Awesome Granny on Ravelry. Her Etsy shop is Bags by Awesome Granny. Has an ongoing coupon code with no expiry date for 10% off. Number 2, TS10.
And then Lisa of Six Munchkin Stitching has an ongoing coupon code with no expiry date for 10% as well, and the words "too tangled."
All the cabin leaders for the winter camp have coupon codes in their respective Ravelry groups.
For me.
Yes, Sue has given each of them coupon codes.
And they're good till the end of March.
Yes, and all our featured designers for the camp have also offered coupon codes. You have to be a member of the winter camp group to take advantage of those codes.
We don't even know who the designers are.
No, although I recruited 2 of them this week.
Nice. So, yeah, that's it.
Hopefully you've got all your Christmas presents finished and cast off and don't have to stress for the next few days, unlike the yarn harlot who is going crazy.
Doesn't she do that every year?
Every year. It's a Christmas tradition.
Because wasn't she finishing her Rhinebeck sweater on her way to Rhinebeck?
Well, that's nothing new.
No.
Everybody does that.
So, a reminder that we won't be podcasting during the holidays. We will be back on January 9th, and Selma will possibly be coming on.
Yep.
And
apparently it's also Amanda's birthday. Amanda or Mandy's?
Mandy.
It's also Mandy's birthday on January 9th. I was saying last week it's my mummy's birthday, but it's also Mandy's birthday. So we will have happy birthday stuff for Mandy.
Yep.
Well, we'll be saying happy birthday to
Yes.
Mandy. So enjoy your holidays and have fun spending time with your families. And I hope everybody has an awesome, awesome holiday.
See you in the new year. Bye.